Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are playing Anno 1800. The last episode has been a little bit of extra long. I swear it was not intended, but I guess you don't really care. It just happened, and some of you may actually be happy about it. So, what I want to see now is where we are going to fit our bank.
The fire is out of control.
Of course, a fire. So we are going to place it here. Yeah, it will cost us quite a few buildings. 12 actually. But it should work. Well, what we are going to need for that is a few more steel beams, and we need to compensate for the amount of artisans that we are going to lose. So I need to do that. Then we have to wait until we have 60 more steel beams. Something that I'm not really happy with, so we are just going to start buying new steel beams. And again, the commute up here seems to be super busy. Yeah, aside from that, in this episode we are going not only on English language in the early morning. Yeah, sure. We are not only going to build the bank, but also start with production of coffee in order to make our people more happy. And they also need light bulbs. How are we going to produce that? That is actually a fairly easy production. We should quite easily be able to do that on this island without any further ado. Are the buildings decreasing our attractiveness? Not really. So yeah, that works. So light bulbs should also not be an issue, but coffee has a higher priority. So, still, we need to buy stuff.
The royal seal upon it. Duty done. Time for a kiss.
And in the meantime, in the new world, our ships should have arrived. Of course they stopped driving. Sure, why not? The ship AI, stupid as ever. Just ignoring orders that you give them. But at least the wind should aid them. So now we go back to the old world. Yeah, we have upgraded quite a few, meaning we can get rid of these as much as it hurts, but it was necessary. It's a necessary sacrifice that I am willing to make. Also, we need to be a little bit careful about the steamships. Seriously, what is going on here? Apparently they don't dare to get closer.
Little fish are careful.
This is just weird. Good thing it's only visual stuff and doesn't actually affect how many people we are able to transport. Okay, our farmer income is ever changing, so why is that? No, it's stable on this end. And for a second I thought that we might have some issues. Okay, here we are now building the bank, and
I have to be resourceful.
we are actually running out of rum.
Ready for a challenge.
Well, let's see what our income does when we build this. Would you look at that? Yeah, and that is quite the large, prestigious building in the middle of our city. And Kasparov, on your end, building the second investor district. Also here, a few more engineers. Still, fine it. Please close these gaps. Spectacle factory, glass makers, light bulb factory. Good, we don't need those heavy weapons factories. Thanks to the little extra that we have. Okay then, so the Endeavor has arrived. Very good. Now please put all the steel in there.
Will you ever meet my standard?
Ah, he's getting cocky. Soon he will declare war. So now we have our first steamship here. In the meantime, we'll build a few cruisers. We can start preparing this sector here to also increase to become engineers. Review newspaper, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Compromising journalism.
Because of the moment, we actually don't have the influence to settle on the coffee island.
Now, here is a vital matter. Now, you oughtn't waste people's time.
A fire consumes one of your factories.
Lumberjack. Seriously?
Fire has been vanquished.
Yeah, apparently the game is serious about that. In the meantime, we are building here some better cruisers to prepare our fleet for the war that is soon going to happen. Come on, I really want to see him in the real late game, to see if he is building the world exhibition and stuff like that. It would be a shame if I had to end this early.
More than ready.
I don't want to get rid of all these ships. Museum, yeah, of course it is still going strong. So I also don't need that area here anymore. What do you need the pub? They also don't need that anymore. Again, it feels so weird. Why do artisans don't want to drink in the public? Maybe because they think they are too noble for that. I honestly have no idea. So you're not entirely happy about the variety theater, but it's close enough. So with all the stone roads, I might actually want to move all the public buildings closer to the center. For example, the variety theater up here, so that it has a larger effect on all 4 districts. And here in this area, Gasparov also does not have a marketplace. And here even more gaps are created. They are not even filled with decoration. How disappointing is that, please?
I can appreciate the art of others.
Yeah, give him my share back, idiot.
Olio reporting in.
So, and we are going to send this ship into the new world once we have loaded it with resources. Let me guess, running out of rum again? Yeah, of course. So we actually will have to get another island. And here again, the influence system is biting us back. I hate it. Wholeheartedly.
The setting is derivative.
But at least we got a few more engineers. Okay, but still, we really need to increase our steel beam production, don't we? How's our normal steel going? It is
Game saved.
okay-ish, though not going strong. Beer is slowly decreasing. But we should be fine with that. Oh, not as many ships here anymore. Good. Very good. By the way, where's our ship going? Okay, apparently it just delivered a few resources. Let's see how much it will load. If a trade route is working accordingly. Yeah, looks like it. Because I'm actually missing the concrete over here. Apparently it did. Yeah, it unloaded the concrete in this, on this island. So, and if we are later able to also move the slaughterhouses away, we can increase our attractiveness.
Cargo stations.
Ship constructed.
Yeah, that should work. Okay, and you will be sent to the new world. New achievement, Leviathan. Yeah, because we got here our first steamship.
Ready for action.
If it weren't so super expensive. And in long term, if our economy supports this, we might be able to replace all clippers with steamships. That would make things so much easier. I really need to find a more effective way for the railroad. Yeah, once we have outsourced all that. But again, we need more influence for more islands. Okay, maybe our population can rise further in the near future. So the new world, we have now here 2 ships for sale.
We are somewhat late. We would welcome more volunteers. You are here to help? Your heart is in the right place. Good to see a friendly face.
So now we got 19 influence available. I hope that will help. By the way, where's our steamship now? Ah, there it is. It is about to arrive.
I can't wait to scratch out your... Should I scrub that mark from your name?
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, you will go here. And where are we going to build the settlement? Yeah, we'll place it here. It won't be very large. And here on that side, we are going to build the actual production. Oh, Kasparov has quite a strong cotton industry, as it seems. Also here his southern island is heavily increasing in size. The settlement on that island, not the island itself, of course. I forgot that we need steel for that. Oh, fuck. Okay, please return to the old world. Because, if I recall correctly, yeah, we can't even buy steel here. Okay, then, that... Also, as we have seen, we need 34 influence. Again, 34.
Game saved.
Fleet ready?
Well, we will get 16 if we sell those 2 ships. Oh, and here's a quest.
Yeah, my plea shan't be heard. Can any friend lift this?
Okay, we got a puzzle quest. And it immediately disappeared. For some reason.
Aye.
So I wonder how strong this ship can get if you load it with the right items.
Sentinel duty commencing.
Really much better at self-editing on paper.
Yeah, that should be
It's
okay.
important to be true to oneself.
Climb the rigging.
And we are going to sell a few things that we are definitely overproducing. Like heavy weapons, that should totally make us rich. Unfortunately, we don't get influence from the amount of money that we have on our bank
New orders?
account. Which is severely disappointing, if you ask me.
Aye.
Ceasefire has ended.
More than ready.
Yeah, we could sell even more heavy weaponry. Or advanced weapons, how they are called.
Climb the rigging.
So those 2 are being sold. Doesn't feel right, but apparently it is necessary. By the way, on the world map. Where's our steamship? Okay, it's nearly back.
I have to think what's best for us.
Okay then, at least we are making progress. Slowly, very slowly, but steadily. And I can return with a few steel beams and the cargo of these ships.
My bolts should be sinking.
So, and Kasparov in the meantime has finished his
People
second investor
celebrate your
district.
leadership.
So there's that.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Hold the crane. Bring
You know,
her around.
come back. And now we need to wait until we have a few steel beams ready again.
Aye.
But I will load in a few so that our building material trade route does
Ship of the line
not
reporting in.
intervene. Yeah, sell ship
Climb the
doesn't
rigging.
work. Okay. That is interesting.
What a jolly, jolly surprise. All in Her
Ship of
Majesty's
the line
name.
reporting in.
It just had a heavy
The
delay.
royal seal upon it. What a jolly, jolly
Aye.
The royal seal upon it. All in Her Majesty's name.
So we were able to sell a few weapons for 1,000,000 coins. So yeah, money definitely won't be an issue as long as we have that one item in our
Cargo
trading
stations.
union.
Ceasefire has ended.
This is how it's called here, trade union. What's here? Okay, you're running out of meat. Okay, that is understandable because you are supported by a factory, by an oil power plant. Yeah, that explains a little bit.
Battle cruiser ready.
The royal seal upon it. Duty done. Time for a kip.
On our way.
You will load in now even more steel beams. And now you may return to the old world. I have a mighty Bank of Kebabtown. By the way,
Safe.
are now our other ships arriving? Yep, they are.
Duty done. Time for Kim.
Yeah, repeating that one sentence over and over doesn't make it
All in
more
Her
entertaining.
Majesty's name.
So we now got over
All
10
in Her
million
Majesty's
coins.
More than ready.
Pure pleasure.
By the way, do you have an interesting
Duty
item for me?
done.
Not really.
Pure pleasure.
Maybe he
All in Her
does if you cycle
Majesty's
through.
name.
Affects public services in a town hall, range plus 25%. That might be interesting for us.
More flexible than you imagined.
Because that means we are able to build a town hall, for example here in the middle, and lead the tracks around. And then all the buildings in its vicinity where is it actually? Here. And the buildings in the vicinity will have increased range. Yeah, we are going to place it here. It hurts, but hey. Also, since it is our first town hall, it doesn't cost us any extra. Okay, town hall. Can be something else also put in here
Your
already?
ship has returned from its voyage.
Hold
Ah,
the
okay.
crane.
And now you're able to settle here. In the meantime, we go back to the old world and check what we can put in here. Affects university and members club. Plus 10
Ship
attractiveness.
under attack.
Aye.
Okay. Apparently, our ceasefire is over.
Let's up the ante. I also have my wife and children to think about.
Affects police stations. They are completely for free. But we have none in range. Yeah, those are totally not for us. But in return, one item that we are getting back. That will be useful. Okay then, so time to focus on the new world.
Cargo boat at the ready.
And once we have started settling here, I'm going to end this episode. Then we will go for the coffee production in the next episode. Maybe also the light bulb production.
Barrier about.
I prefer interior design.
Okay then. Oh, we just built the city here in the middle. It might not look very pretty.
My therapist says money matters dominate middle age.
Okay then. Yeah, that is something we can work with. So yeah, as I said, in the next episode, coffee and light bulbs. Now we need to find a proper thumbnail, and I already got an idea. But first, did we get our item? Oh wait, here we got those.
New orders?
We can load in. And the city map act. So that all those here have now an increased area of influence. Especially for the bank, that might be important. So, and now for the great Bank of Kebabtown. Print screen. So, and yeah, as always, I hope you liked this episode. If yes, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. It's always a great feedback for me. It keeps me motivated. And if you have any feedback, suggestions, or whatsoever, then just type it down in the comments. And if you want to connect with me directly or with the community, then feel free to join our community Discord server. You will find a invitation link in the video description. And yeah, if you want to get notified whenever I upload something new, then, well, just subscribe to the channel and make sure that notifications are activated. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time in Anno 1800. Bye bye.